This is CryptoTube bringing you a brand new cryptocurrency video, and today is a rather bloody day, as many of you would notice. When you check your Coinbase, your Blockfolio, your Exodus wallets, you'll see you will be down this morning. So if we look at the markets today, total market cap down to 561 billion. That's over $200 billion shaved off overnight. And if we scroll through, there is just so much red all the way down. It's a real bloodbath here. Everything down double-digit percentages, and not a great day if you are someone who is frequently checking your accounts. So I want to get into why this is and why we shouldn't panic. And we're going to start off with a post that we've seen on Reddit, and a lot of people have been using this post, and it's a really good post actually by Eclipse Gum. Reference him there, well done. So it says, Asia still dominates in crypto trading by volume, accounting for the vast majority of money flowing in and out. Guess what's coming up in 3 weeks? Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year is exactly 1 month today. It is the 16th of February. You'll probably know it best as Chinese New Year. And as a result, this is like an economics lesson. A lot of these people in the Asian markets are going home, buying gifts, and as you can see, money is flowing out of crypto and probably into gifts and other items. This is the largest mass migration of people on the planet occurring over 2 weeks, and projections are for 100 billion USD in spending. So just like Christmas, guys, if you remember, before Christmas and around the Christmas period, people seem to be selling off their cryptocurrency to be able to afford presents, gifts, as people overindulge over festive periods. This is the same but for the markets in Asia, and as we know, the Asian markets have a big say in cryptocurrency. So this isn't something to be really worried about. And if we have a little look at this data, which supports the fact that this has happened over the last few years. So Lunar New Year was on the 19th of Feb, so like at the end of this graph, the total market cap was around 5.5 billion just prior, 3-4 weeks prior, and it dropped down to under 4 billion. So that's about a 20-25% drop off. Same thing happened 2016, Lunar New Year on the 8th of Feb down here, and you've got a bit of a up and down pattern, but a general downtrend as we go towards the Lunar New Year. And the same last year for 2017. This year seems to be a bit bigger. I mean, we've lost over 200 billion overnight, but the market is a lot bigger than it was this time last year, and especially years previous. So it's kind of a trend, and this is something we need to read into and study. Maybe prepare ourselves for next year. We know when Christmas is coming, when the Lunar New Year comes again, to expect these things to happen and put in place plans to actually capitalize on this. So if you're going to buy altcoins, this is the time to do so. A lot of these are down massively. Ripple was over $3 just 2 weeks ago. Now it's $1.30. And I'm going to look at Tron. Where is it? So Tron was, and you can see a steep downward trend. Tron was actually a coin that I think's been overpriced for some time. It was 25 cents per Tron. It is now under 5 cents. So I'm thinking I might add some of this to my portfolio, because there will be a bounce back in a few weeks' time, I'm sure. The markets will correct again. Everything will start picking back up. I think by the start of February, mid-February, once Lunar New Year has passed, we'll start to see it starting picking up once again. So if we just have a quick little look at a coin that I invested in, which was a protective measure that I used, and this is something that maybe people aren't aware of, but something you can do in times where prices crash. So Tether, if you didn't know, is actually tethered to the USD price of $1. So 1 Tether is supposed to always be $1 in value. It fluctuates 3, 4, 5% at the most. As you can see, this line here, it's been bang on pretty much all the way along. When we've had big corrections in the market, a lot of people buying it, a lot of people moving their currency into Tether, has meant that it has deviated slightly from the path of $1, and at the moment it's $1 too. So say you've got $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, for example, and you think that the markets are going to crash because, as in this case, the Lunar New Year is coming up and is upon us. You could put all your Bitcoin into Tether. You would then have the cash price at that time of the Bitcoin. So say you had $10,000 of Bitcoin, you'd have $10,000 or 10,000 Tether. You could then say a week later, once the price of Bitcoin has dropped significantly, purchase more Bitcoin with your $10,000 than you originally had. So this is a good technique to use when the markets are crashing. So I didn't move all that much. It was only about $150, but I'm not a big player. I'm not a whale, but I'm sure a lot of people have been doing this and taking full advantage of Tether this week. So something for you guys to have a think about. There's also been consumer confidence hit by news, especially over in Asia, China looking to ban Bitcoin, rumors of a lot of regulation in the Asian markets, and if we look at the 7-day forecast, the total market cap has been slowly going down, and then we've hit this big bump. So the combination of bad news, the Lunar New Year, and consumer spending going down on cryptocurrency has meant that there's been a very red day, but I wouldn't fear, guys, and this is a time to really hold tight. Don't sell off your currency at a low market value. Please just hodl and stick in there, guys. So this is CryptoTube, and I will be back soon with some more videos, but for today, Team Hodl, and I will see you in the future. Bye bye.